Okay, so this is going to be your math mini lesson for today, and I just wanted to give you one more chance at hearing clocks and time explained before we move on next week. So I have this online clock, and I'm going to include it on our page so that you can practice at home. But the goal is to be able to tell time to the hour and to the half hour. Now, we've been doing this last week and this week, and we worked on it at the beginning of the year, but I just wanted to explain it one more time to make sure you understand it before we move on. So on this clock, you can see that we have our hour hand, okay, which is the red one, right? And you know that when it points to the numbers, it tells us what hour it is, right? And we have the blue hand, which is our minute hand. And it moves, see how it moves the red hand more slowly? It moves and points to the little dots on the outside, which are our little minutes. The big numbers tell us the hours, and the little dots are telling us the minutes in between each hour, because we know that if this is 6 o'clock, which it is because our hour hand's pointing to 6, and we know that when our minute hand's pointing straight up, that means there's 0 minutes. Hasn't started yet. Then each minute, we know there's 60 minutes until we get to the next hour. So it will take me 60 of these dots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way around, 60 to get to the next hour, which would be 7 o'clock, right? Okay, so I'm going to do a couple, and then we're going to talk about half hour. So, for example, let's see. Right now, think to yourself, what time is this showing? Okay, when you think you know it and you're practicing, you can come over here and you can hit show. And if you thought it was 3 o'clock, you would be correct. Okay, then you can push hide again. You can do another one. Okay, what time is that showing? Let's see, we've got our hour hand pointing to the 12 and our minute hand pointing to the 12. So we know our hour hand is going to tell us the first part of our time. The minute hand is going to tell us our second part. We've not gone any minutes past 12, which means 0 will be the second part. And the hour hand is pointing up to the 12, which means it will be 12 o'clock. Oh, look, I was a little bit off. There it is, 12 o'clock. I was just slightly off, so it said 11:59 because it showed that I was still in the hour 11 and I had almost gotten to 12. I was 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, and once I hit that, then it's 12. So I had to be kind of right on it. Okay, now let's talk about time to the half hour. And remember, when we talk about time to the half hour, we talk about the spaces that our numbers own. So we know that they own the space that comes after them. So we know that it's 1 o'clock starting when the red arrow is pointing to 1, and the whole time our minute hand is going around the clock is still in 1 o'clock. See my time over here? See this? It still shows 1 o'clock, 1:46, 1:50, all the way until I hit the 12 again. And then you can see, oh, now it belongs to 2 because now it's pointing to 2. So you can see this is the space that 1 owns. This is the space that 2 owns this whole time. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. And then it switches to 3, okay? Now it's the space that comes after it, which means this space up here belongs to 12. Now once you get to 6, it looks a little bit differently because think about it. 5 owns this space, so you have to make sure you keep going around the circle to know what space it owns. So 6 owns this space. So for example, if I want to show 6:30, my red hour hand is going to be somewhere in the 6's place that it owns because I know 6 still has to come first. So it's going to be in between 6 and 7 for 6:30. Now we have to figure out where my minute hand's going to be. Now we could count and we could say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. We could count and see how the red arrow is still in between the 6 and the 7. Our blue arrow points to the 6 when it's 30 minutes, okay? Now, you might just remember that the blue arrow points to the 6 for 30 minutes, and that's a better way, but you might have to count. Where is 30 minutes at? It's on the 6. Or we know that these are groups of 5. So we can skip count by 5 to get to 35, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, 6:30. So I'll do 1 as a practice. So what time is this? Okay, so you want to, oops, hang on. Let's do a different one because I already had that one showing. What time is this? Think about it for just a second. All right, now remember, the red hand's pointing in between the 2 and the 3, which means it's coming after the 2, which means it's in the 2's place, the 2 on. So it's going to be 2 at the first part. Then our blue hand's pointing to the 6, which you can either count all the way by ones, skip count by 5s, or if you just remember, the 6 means 30 minutes. So we should be at 2:30. See? And we are. All right, I will include this for you to practice at home as our final piece of your instruction on time. Okay, thank you very much.